guys, it's Denver Comic Con 2014. I'm HB Duran, editor-in-chief and COO of girlgamer.com. And you know who this is. This is the awesome Jennifer Hale, probably best known as Commander Shepard in Mass Effect. But her resume is seriously like 12 pages long on IMDb, so go check her out. How are you doing today?
I am doing great.
Now, you are also Sarah Palmer from Halo 4,
yes.
And at least according to IMDb, you'll be returning in Halo 5, is that correct?
I'm not allowed to say, but okay.
That's awesome. Now, you do prefer to play the stronger female roles, the Marines, From what I've seen, is that true, or what's your ideal role?
My ideal role is anything that doesn't put me in the box, actually. Like, I'm honored to play the strong female role, to break through that wall finally. That is, I can't believe my luck at being a person who got to do that. I also love playing incredibly screwed up people. I love playing villainesses. I love playing psychotic children, angels, and people who, sort of the more zen characters as well. I've done a ton of those also. I like a variety. I get a little tense when I get put in a box. I'm like, I am more. I am nothing. Don't do that. But yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm just happy to be working, honestly. Yeah.
And you're in high demand right now. That's awesome.
It's great. It's great. I'll ride this train as long as it wants me on it.
That's great. Now, speaking of being in a box, video games, for some reason, and I was wondering if you could offer your opinion on this, they tend to isolate you for your roles.
Yes.
Why do you think that is, as opposed to animation or film?
Yeah, no, that's very true. In animation, we're like this. We're interacting. Well, not like this. We're interacting sideways across the room. But in gaming, I mean, if you think about the workload they have, the mass of stuff they have, quite often they just clock up a backlog of lines. Go, okay, we've got all the dialogue for this character. Go. And it's not our job to fuss and go, but I'd rather do it this way. It's not our job. They're starting to evolve more in terms of production, I guess, where we're having a couple of opportunities here and there to do it together, like on BioShock, Oliver Vaquer, he plays Robert Litess. We got to record together, which was extraordinary. And I think Troy and Courtney recorded together a bit. And on like Metal Gear 4, Dave and I recorded together, which was awesome. And so we're getting to do that more and more, and it adds this extra layer of life, which is invaluable. Yeah, but it's production demands. I don't think there's a way around it, and our job is to cooperate and get it done.
And you have such an expansive knowledge and such a respect for the writers that you work with. Have you ever considered writing or contributing to a project of your own?
That terrifies me. Are you kidding me? Writers make the world go round. Writers, I mean, I'm in awe, and I'm eternally frustrated at the lack of credit for writers. I mean, really? Because we'd have none of this without the freaking writer. It's like the way people treat their moms. Seriously? I mean, I don't. A couple people bug me about writing, but I don't know. It's like, I'm not worthy. I can't. That's crazy. But I've sort of promised myself when I'm like older, when I'm like 60, I'll write then. So yeah,
it'll be a fun project.
Oh yeah.
Did you have a favorite writer that you've worked with so far?
Oh my God. I mean, Jesus. I've been able to work with some really. I mean, I can't pick a favorite. You got Ken Levine, you got Tim Schafer. I mean, Broken Age is just beautiful. And Brutal Legend was a blast.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got, Mac Walters and that whole team of all those writers. Like, it was so incredible in the Mass Effect sessions on the days when the writers would actually come in and sit in and offer up what they had to offer to make it even better. To details for me, because context is everything. Because
yes.
when we record, like if the timeline's like this, we'll pop around that timeline in a recording session, and I don't always know where I am on the timeline. I try to figure it out, where I am in the arc of the story.
Now, you've worked with Mary Elizabeth McGlynn.
Yes, I love her.
Love her.
She's so good.
Now, as you know, she is a singer for Silent Hill.
Honey.
And would you ever start, say, a Mass Effect band?
I would start a Mass Effect band in a hot second, and I would work with Mary Elizabeth in a hot second for free, but don't tell my agents. But yeah,
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's amazing. It's so funny. We actually have this thing we've talked about, like starting an a cappella group, doing things like, Bohemian Rhapsody and, crazy songs like that, but a cappella with like me and her and whoever else wants to jump in. But of course, who has time right now to do anything?
Yeah. What advice would you give for girls, especially who want to get into voice acting in this industry, to help them to maybe understand the attitude that needs to go with being a professional voice actor?
Well, your ultimate goal is to become an iron marshmallow. You want all of your feeling. I mean, this is for men and women, because I think it's a myth that men don't have these feelings. They haven't in the past been culturally welcome, or rewarded, let's say, for expressing them. I think we operate historically from our hearts, and from our gut, and men haven't been rewarded for that as much. But that being said, my advice is treat it like a business. Take nothing personally. Take the long, long, long view. Like, I'm in this. I remember when I first started, I was incredibly frustrated at my skills weren't where I wanted them to be. And I'd already been doing it for like 8 years, when I moved to LA, or 6 years or something like that. And I remember just having this sort of little slap in the metaphorical, hey, give yourself 20 years, because these people you admire are 20 years ahead of you. So in 20 years, you're going to be as good as you want to be. Take the long view. Get your finances and your money handled by something else. Get a job that you can do. I mean, the world's becoming very entrepreneurial. Get something going that pays the bills and gives you breathing room. Don't put that pressure on your creative side. And ironically, that will free it up to pay you.
If you did have time,
Yes.
and you were so inspired, what game do you think you would play? Would it be something that you did a voice in? No.
That would drive me crazy, because I just want to go back and do it again. I'd be like, I could fix that. No. Do you know what it would cost to go back and fix that?
Yeah.
But I did buy my first actual game, and I haven't played it yet because I don't know how to get past the front door. I'll have to ask my friend Sarah Elmale. How do I get past the front door? I bought Gone Home because I got to, I've run into Steve Gaynor and some of those people from the team, and Sarah at a couple of things lately. We were together at GDC, and then at this amazing conference in New York called 256, run by Jamin Warren and those guys, which is Kill Screen, those guys, amazing. And so after talking to them, then I was like, all right, I'm going to buy Gone Home because I can do it on my Mac and try it. I'm not good at it, but I'm going to keep trying. But also, I have so little free time. I got to get outside. I want to go rock climbing. I want to get on my horse. I want to get on my bike. I want to be outside, because to me that's like life research, and I can bring more life to the games.
For girlgamer.com, I am HB Duran. I want to do a huge thank you to Jennifer Hale. You are awesome.
Thank
so
you.
great to meet you. The floor is about to open, and we are going to hit this.
Right.